Hello people, my name is Ferdy and in this video I'll show you everything I know about the Blocksy Pro theme. In my opinion, the best pro theme or premium theme there is in the world of WordPress. Let me show you what we will cover in this tutorial. I'll show you how to create a header using the Blocksy Pro theme. It can have a main row, but also a top row and a bottom row. We can make any part sticky, the main row, the main and the top row. And we can change the logo and colors when we scroll. We can also give our header some offset and change the style of our header. We will optimize our header for all devices, for tablets and for smartphones. And you can also create specific headers for specific pages in your website. I'll show you how to create an advanced menu like this. And we can add icons, badges, and content blocks that are created within a page builder. Then we will configure our blog post pages and add a sidebar. We can add widgets and assign specific sidebars to specific pages and categories. You will learn how to make your blog archive page look better. And when you have a web shop, I will show you how you can increase your sales with all the extra WooCommerce features that come with the Blocksy Pro theme. We will create an amazing footer, and also here we can assign specific footers to specific pages. We will talk about uploading custom fonts and fonts from your Adobe TypeKit subscription. With the Blocksy Pro theme, we can use code snippets for any page in the website, and I will dive deeper into content blocks, also known as hooks, that enable us to place content on any place in the website. The great thing is that we can show or hide the content based on some settings, like when people visit the website and if they are logged in or not logged in. With the Blocksy Pro theme, you will enable white labeling so your clients do not see the theme you use. And we will import starter templates so you have complete websites up and running in just a few clicks that can be adjusted to your wishes. I will also show you how to create a shortcut bar, so you have one or more call to actions on your website, and in that way boost your conversions. The Blocksy Pro theme comes with premium support, and the theme makers are always open to hear from you how they can make their theme even better. In the description of the video I have timestamps, so if you want to go to a certain part of the video, you can click on one of the timestamps and you go directly to that part of the video. When I go too fast for you, you can go to the settings of the YouTube video and change the playback speed to a slower one. Or you can click on the left arrow on your keyboard and go back 5 seconds in the video. If you like what you see so far, then please like this video and feel free to subscribe for more upcoming WordPress, affiliate marketing and e-commerce related tutorials. Having said that, let's get started. In this tutorial, I want to show you everything there is about Blocksy Pro, and that's why I use an example website. This website, ferdykorpshoek.com. This is made with Elementor Pro, but that actually doesn't matter because we're going to focus on using the Blocksy theme to create an amazing website. You can use Elementor, you can use Gutenberg, you can use the Breezy Builder, even the Beaver Builder. You can also follow this tutorial using an empty or a brand new website, but I use a website with a few pages, a menu and some products, so I can show you all the features of the Blocksy Pro theme. And what you see over here, it has no logo, there's no styling, so if I have the menu over here, the submenu, it all looks ugly. There's no mega menu. We're gonna make that with the Blocksy Pro theme. If I scroll down, right now we don't have a footer. We're gonna create an amazing footer. And if I go to a blog post or to a tutorial, there's no sidebar. This is made with Elementor. And if I scroll down and I see the comments on this video, you see there's no styling. So we're gonna make it all look better using the Blocksy Pro theme. So this is our website. And in order to get the Blocksy Pro theme, we need to go to ferdykorp.com/Blocksy. Hit enter. This is an affiliate link. So when you buy this through my link, you don't pay more, but I get a commission. So thank you for that. And then over here, it says buy now. And the great thing is there's a 14-day money back guarantee. So if you would buy this, doesn't matter which package, and somehow you don't like it, or you just want to get your money back, maybe there's a new expense this week, you're like, oh no, I need money. You can get your money back, no questions asked. So there's no risk in buying this. So you can follow this tutorial using the Blocksy Pro theme. If you somehow don't like it, just reach out to them and you can get your money back. So we can explore the features. You get extra care and support when you get the Pro theme, a better header builder, header Pro elements, advanced menu, footer elements, custom sidebar, advanced hook system. This is amazing. And we're going to talk about all these things. You can even make your theme a white label theme. That if you make a website for a client, he doesn't see that it's made with the Blocksy theme. You can give it another name, another logo. We're going to talk about all that stuff. And if you want to know more, you can scroll down a little bit, see what is possible. For me personally, this is the best Pro theme I know. And it's also really fast, which I also like. So I click on buy now. And then there are two ways of paying. You can pay per year or for a lifetime. So if you want to start with one personal website, you pay $49 per year for one website. All those packages are the same except for one thing, the amount of licenses you get. So this is for one website. You can get exactly the same for 5 websites, and then you pay $69 per year. And if you want to have unlimited licenses, so you can make 1,000 websites with it, or 2,000 or 10,000, you pay $99 per year. But what I prefer is the lifetime deal. I like this option because that means if you get the agency bundle for $299, you can use it on unlimited websites for the rest of your life for a one-time fee. And if I take a look at CrocoBlock, totally different thing. And I go to pricing. Right now there's a sale. It costs $999 for a lifetime, and I bought this for $299. What happens? The theme becomes better. There are more functions. More people will be hired, so the theme gets better and better. More people can work on it. But right now you can buy it for $299, and then when the price increases, that's not a problem for you because you already bought it. And the great thing is, which plan you would choose, I will have a discount code for you of 10%. So I go for the agency version, so I can use it on unlimited websites for the rest of my life, and I have great support. So I click on buy now. I want to buy it for a lifetime. I have a company in the Netherlands, so I can purchase this as a business, and then I don't have to pay the tax, the VAT. So I apply it and it works. And I have a promotional code. So I click on it and I say 30 without capitals, apply. And now I get a discount. Now I need to fill in my email address, my first name and my last name. Then I need to confirm my email address. I don't need to leave my phone number, so I will leave that empty. I want to pay with credit card, so I fill in my details. I need to fill in my postal code. And then I click on review order. And then I need to accept the 14-day refund policy. And I complete the purchase. So now I need to go to my Gmail account, or to your, in your case, your email address. And there it is. It's from Sergey Radu. Thanks for upgrading. So here I see my activation code. I copy this code, or I click here, download the agency's plugin agency, download the plugin. There it goes. Now I can go to my WordPress website. I go to the back end. Then I go to appearance themes. And I add a new theme. And I search for Blocksy. That goes the Blocksy theme. I click on install. Then I activate it. Now the Blocksy theme, the free version is activated, not the pro version yet. And with that theme comes a plugin, and we really need to download it. It's called the Blocksy Companion. I install it and I activate it. Okay. And if you want to never miss an important update and let them see some data from your website so they can make the plugin better, you can click on allow and continue. I skip it. Okay. And now I want to install the Blocksy Companion. So I go to plugins, add new. I click on upload plugin and I drag this one over here. I click on install now. I activate the plugin. And then I need to paste my license key, which I had over here. I paste it and I agree and I activate the license. Great. And now the free versus pro is gone because we use Blocksy Pro. Congratulations with that. I close this. And what I want to show you over here, if you go to creativethemes.com and you go to your account, my account, you can log in. You can go to your downloads, licenses, order history, renewal. So that's great. So we have Blocksy Pro installed on our computer. So if we take a look at the website, it already looks a little bit better. And now I will show you everything I know about Blocksy Pro. So this is how it looks right now. We're going to make it look so much better, especially the header area, the footer area, and the other things I spoke about. What I want to do first, I want to take a look at the width of the website. If I go to the customizer Then I can adjust the Blocksy theme over here. If I go to General, Layout, I can change the width. So if I make this smaller, you see everything comes closer to each other. So I can bring it back by clicking here. It's 1290. It's quite wide. I like to bring it back to 1200. And when I do that, I also need to do that in Elementor Page Builder. So I close this. I edit the page with Elementor. Then I click on those 3 lines below each other. I go to the site settings. And then I go to layout. And I bring it to 1200. So they line up, the menu lines up, or the header lines up with the content. And then I want to do one more thing. Since I'm here, I want to click on this icon here left below, settings. I want to change the page layout to a Elementor full width. So I will get rid of this title and the page is displayed properly. Okay. Right now it doesn't line up, but if you click over here, you see it does line up perfectly. Update. Click here, exit to the dashboard. And then I can go over here to the homepage. Now you see they are aligned better. With Blocksy Pro, you can create amazing headers for your website. Let me show you how to create one. So let's take a look at the header first. It looks like this by default, but I want to add a logo here. I want to bring my menu to a different place, for instance, the center. I want to add a subscribe button over here, and I want to have a top header with multiple widgets like socials, maybe a text over here. And I want to make it transparent. And when I scroll, I want to have a different logo. All that can be done using Blocksy Pro. And in order to do that, I need to go to the customizer by clicking here. And then again, it does not line up, but if I want that, I click on this icon over here and then I see how it looks on my screen and I can bring it back like that. And that's how you can see the adjustments we make to our website. So what I can do, I can go over here to the header, but I can also hover and then I can click on the 3 dots and then I go directly to this area of the website and I can adjust it. So I can select a logo by clicking here and then I go to my library. I search for 30 corpus hook because that's my logo. I choose this one. I select it and it's really big. First, if I want to get rid of this title below, I can click here. And then with the arrows or with the slider, I can make the logo height less big. So I think 16 is great. And now I see that, and if I go back, I see all those elements and I can drag those elements in 9 parts within the header. So account, for instance, I can drag it over here to the left top, top center, top right, this main row, the bottom rows. There are 3 rows. There are 9 areas where I can place this. If I place this over here, a new area will appear. But we don't see the account yet because account is not yet activated because then we need to have WooCommerce. But if I would drag a button over there, it will appear over there and we can drag it to the center. And the same I can do over here. This logo is at the left, but I can also drag it to the right. It's just a matter of drag and drop. And I really like that. I drag this back to the left. I want to bring the menu to the center. Then it says more over here. So maybe you think, okay, this menu is not wide enough. Maybe this menu needs more space. And then I can click over here and I see how it will look. I still see more. And that is because we need to assign menu. So if I want to adjust the logo or the menu or the search icon, I need to click on it and then I can configure it. So if I select the menu, main menu, and I close it over here, I see the main menu and it is big enough. So logo at the left, menu at the center, and a search bar at the right. But I want to have a button at the right. So I drag this to the right. And if I don't want to have the search icon, I close it. So now I can configure this. So I click on the button. Now I can make it a button like this or like that. You can change the size. You can change the label, and I want to change it to subscribe. And then I want to say that I already have 270,000 subscribers. So maybe that can help people to subscribe because they think, hey, a lot of people are subscribed already. I want to be part of that. So I need to create a subscribe button. Go to my channel. If I would say 30 corpus hook, and then I need to paste that. So this is a subscribe button. So I place it over here, the link. Okay. And I want to open it in a new tab. So here I can adjust the information, and then we have a design tab, and there we can change the colors. So I can go to YouTube, and I use the color pick eyedropper using Google Chrome. I select this color, copy it, escape. And then over here at the font color, I want it to be white, but the button color, the background color, over here, hashtag paste. And now it becomes that color. I copy it. I go to the hover color, paste it, and I want to make it a little bit darker. So when I hover over it, it looks like that. But what I also want, I want this to be capitals. So I go to General, and I change it over here to subscribe. Perfect. Make it a bit smaller. I don't want to take too much attention away from all the other buttons. So now it looks like this. Great. And before I continue, I want to talk about the colors in the website because there's something amazing we can do with the Blocksy theme. If I go back and I go back and I go to colors, look at this. Right now, when I hover over it, it becomes blue. This is dark blue, gray, black-ish. But I can change the color palette. So if I change it to something else, look at this. When I hover, it becomes a different color. And in that way, I can change the colors of our website just with a few clicks. Like that. Well, it doesn't look appealing, but it just shows you what is possible. You can make your whole website dark. And then, of course, you need to adjust a few more things. So I want to use the color palette in order to change websites in my website. But I already use a few colors using Elementor. So I publish this. Then I close this. I want to open the website with Elementor. I hold Command and I click. And then I click over here and I go to the user preferences. And then I go to the site settings, global colors, and then I grab the primary color. Copy it, Command C, Control C. Over here I go to the customizer. And I go to the colors and I change this color. That means, since this is a global color everywhere in the website, where this color is chosen, over here for instance, it will show this color. So over here, I see that this color is chosen. If I change this color, that means that the color of all the links will change to this particular color. So that in that way, you can change the look and feel really fast in your website. So the second color, which I use, the accent color, copy it. So those are the colors I use in my website. For the text, I use 555. So the third color, I paste it. The fourth color also, but then black, completely black. And those colors are fine with me. So when I choose colors in my website and I want to maintain my branding, my colors in my website, I choose one of those colors. Now they're in my palette. So that will help me in making the header to use colors of my branding. So I go back to the header. I click on the menu. And then over here, we can choose how we want to display our menu when we hover over it. So type 2 is that we have a dark color here below. The third option is we have a background like that. And the fourth one is something like this. Well, I like to keep it simple, so I choose type 1. The item spacing, I can increase that. And I can see over here how it looks. I bring it back, or I click here and then I bring it back. I can stretch the menu. So it will take all the space over here. Well, I don't need that. And then we have the drop down options. How will this look? So this is fine with me. Let's take a look at design. I want to use the font family, Nunito. So I can choose a lot of different Google fonts. Then I want to make the menu a bit bigger. Then less bold. So let's bring this back to 600. Okay. I'm happy with how that looks. Then I can go to the drop down. And when I hover over it, it becomes that color. Well, that's not what I want. So over here, the font color is white. And when I hover over it, I still want it to be white. So I choose color 8, which is white. Okay. But then I want to change the background to this. Let's see, color 2, if that looks great. Well, maybe a bit darker. Okay, let me show you how this looks. So I've chosen this background color. And it looks like this. Now, if I go to all the colors and I change this color to a darker one, let's say 333. Okay, publish. Now it is darker. You see that? So that's what I mean with global colors. When I choose in somewhere, sorry, header, I've chosen this dark color over here. And if I change that color at the color area in the customizer, then it will also change everywhere where I have selected that color. And that will save me a lot of time. So I'm happy with this. Not completely yet. If I hover over here, over the background, I want to see a different color. So I need to go to General, Items Hover Effect, Simple, or Solid, or Boxed. If I select Boxed, and I go back to Design, I get a new color over here. So if I would make it pink, just to show you which area is affected, you see the whole area. If I would say Solid, the whole area, well, that's what I prefer. So solid, and then not the pink color, but let's say dark blue. Or why not purple? Publish. Close this. And if I close this, this is how our header looks. I hover over here and it becomes pink. And if I click on it, I go to that link, which already looks a little bit better since the default styling of Blocksy already looks quite nice. So again, Avada. Okay, great. I go back to the homepage, to the customizer, because there's so much more we can do. I go to the header and I can adjust every individual area, but there's also a main area, a container, the top row, the main row, and the bottom row. We can also adjust those settings. So if I click on the main row, which is this area, I can change how it looks. I can make it boxed, so I can make it smaller. I can make it full width. That means if I make the website smaller, it's totally from the left to the right, which I rather do not have. So I use the default way of displaying this. And then I can decrease the row height. And that's what I want to do because I don't need all this information. Because if I show my website like this, a lot of space is just idle, doing nothing. And that gives me less space of what I can see of the website. So I go to the customizer and I want to make it as narrow as possible. So I go to the main row, and I change it to 70. And then I decrease it until I think, okay, that is fine. Great. And I think I like it more when it is to the right. If I bring this to the left, what I see is that the logo is not aligning in the center. So I click over here, or I click over here, open this, and then I can go to design, uncheck this, and at the top, I can align it better. Perfect. We can adjust everything pixel perfect, and that's what I really like about this theme. Go back and go back. Now we have a decent looking header, but you can do so much more with Blocksy Pro. You can create a top row in your header and a bottom row. So right now we work with the main row. Let me show you how to achieve that, adding a top row or a bottom row. Let's do it right now. Come on. Yes, let's continue. I want to make use of socials. So I bring them to the right top area. And then at the top row, I can give this a color if I want to. So here at design background, I can choose the dark blue color. And then I click on socials and I can go to design and I can make them white. When I hover over it, pink. Great. I go back. I can have the card icon at socials. Okay, I click on the card, go to design, change the color to white, change the icon color to white. And over here, I can even change the icon. I go back, but you know what? I will bring the card. I keep that right, and the social I bring to the left. And I want to go to card. But I want to get rid of the price. So the cart total visibility, turn it off for all devices. Okay, then I can go to socials. I can open them in a new tab. I can change the size. Change the spacing. And then at the top row, decrease. Yes. Okay. So let me show you a bit more what you can do. Of course, if we go to socials, we need to have links to those social icons. We can add something else. So I don't see YouTube. So I search for YouTube. I click on the plus. There it is. And if I want to configure it, let me publish it first. I need to go to the social network accounts. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So I search for Facebook, HTTPS, facebook.com/verticorpushoek. And please always make sure when you have a website with those icons that the links are correct. When I check out a website and it looks really professional, but the link is not working, I'm like, okay, I don't take it serious. So the second one is Twitter. If you cannot find it, Command F, Twitter, and HTTPS, twitter.com/verticorp. And the third one, Instagram. Instagram.com/ wow, I'm making a mess. /verticorpushoek. So everything you have over here, make sure it links to the right area. YouTube, HTTPS. Great. Publish. Okay. So if I go to the header, there are more things we can add. For instance, context. So I can add the socials to the right. What I see now, there's a smaller gap because the card has different options. So if I want to align this, first I can make the icon a bit bigger, so it aligns better. I go to design, uncheck the margin, and then at the right, I'm gonna make sure it looks pixel perfect, as if it is a part of this area. Or what I can do, I can go back and I search for a divider. I click on it, go to the style and make it white like that. Wow, we're getting somewhere. Oh man, I love this theme. Man, thank you makers for making this. Okay. And now I can even add another divider. Divider 2. And then I can add something else over here. So click on the HTML area, make the text white, subscribe to get discount, or I don't know, you can have HTML text, place whatever you want to place, and if I don't like it, I can remove it again. So contacts, I can drag it to the left, and then I can click on it. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to click to get the right, to see the settings. So right now I'm clicking. You know what, I'll close it. I customize it again. And I'm clicking on those 3 areas. There it is. I go to design. I change all the colors to white and the links also to white. The icon colors also. And the border icon also white. Then I can go to the top row settings and I increase this so I get a little bit more space. Then I go to the card, design. When I hover over it, it becomes purple or pink. I can also do that over here. And that's how you can adjust everything. There's more. We can add a menu, a second menu. We can create a second menu and place it over here. There's a lot we can do. So let me close this. Then I go for a search icon. Click on it. Make it white. And then I can duplicate the divider. And drag it over here. And if I want to, hey, it's my website. I can do whatever I want to. Work like that. And then I could have a menu over here. So if I would drag menu 2, over here. And I select the top menu. Change the colors. And of course, I need to have a top menu, otherwise it doesn't work. And then I say Nunito 600. And I can play around with the margin. Until it fits. I bring this to the center. I bring the socials to the left. Divider over here. And then one more divider. No, I will not use them over here. And then I go to the top row and I bring it back to 40. Menu is in the center. So I'm happy. I have my menu. Yes, talking about my menu. Go to the drop down, design. I want to make everything capitals. Yes. Okay, my menu, my call to action. People can search, people can view their cart and go to my social media websites. It looks great. Let's be honest, it looks great. Don't you think that? I think it looks amazing. But keep in mind that the majority of people that visit your website will enter it through a device like a smartphone or a tablet, not only a desktop screen. So let's make sure that it will look good on other devices. And that's what we're going to do right now. Really important, how does it look on a smartphone? Well, for a smartphone, we can create a different menu. So by default, we see the logo and the trigger. And when you click on the trigger, this will appear. So I click over here and this will be triggered. So I need to go to the mobile menu 1 and I select the main menu again. And if I take a look, I don't like it. So I go to design. Again, I say Nunito. 600. If you're on a tablet, I think this is okay, but I don't like the color, so that's better. The drop down also Nunito. White color. And capitals. And then, you know what? A bit smaller. Yes. Okay. I can have a divider. Change the color. But for me, no divider, none. Then I can go back to general. I can change the drop down to a plus, as you see, or a filled arrow. I can change the vertical spacing. I like a little bit of space. I go back and then I can go to the off canvas area. And there are more options. So review as a side panel, like this, or modal. It appears like that. I like the side panel. Can also bring it to the left. I like the right side. I can change the viewport width. So if I make this 100, it covers the whole website. Let's say 77. Why? I have no idea. Statistically, it's proven that people buy the most when your viewport width is 77. No, I can also bring it back. I think that the guys from the makers of this theme also thought about this. So 65 should be great. For mobile, I can say, yeah, let's make it 90 or even 100. And then I go back. Okay, the alignment. Yeah. That's also what you can do. Vertical alignment, horizontal alignment. Wow, there's so much you can do with this theme. So I'm happy like this. And then also I can go back and I can add other stuff also over here. Like that. Or socials. That's what you can do. And also here you can create more stuff. 9 areas. But I prefer to keep it simple. So what I will do, I close this. I take a look at the full width. Okay, I will add the cart over here. Then the search there. And then the socials at the left. And then I can have the divider. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Okay. If I remove the divider, it's better. Wow. Okay. There is so much more we can do, but this is for now looking quite nice in my opinion. Okay. Publish it. Let's take a look. This is our header right now. In the style of our website. It's optimized for all devices. So for a tablet, and for a smartphone. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to make our header sticky. The top row, the bottom row, the middle row, all the rows, 2 of the 3 rows, you can decide what to do. It's choice time. Let me show you how to achieve what you want to achieve when it comes to sticky headers. And if I scroll down, it does not stick. So let's talk about the next subject, making the header sticky. I go to the customizer. I go to the header. And then here's also a tab, headers. And then I click on global header. That is this area right now. And now it's not sticky, but if I select this, it becomes sticky. But only this area. What I can also say is that the top and the main row are both sticky. You see the colors changed? We can change those settings so it will look normal. If you have a third row, we can also take with us the third row. We can also say that only the main and the bottom row should be sticky, or only the top row. Let's say we'll take the top and the main row. What I want to change then is I want to make sure everything is visible when I scroll down. In order to do that, I go to the top row, and since we have selected the sticky functionality, there are more options now in the top row. So if I go to design, it says not only the background for the default state, but also for the sticky state. So it changes. I can also change it to black, and then it becomes black. But I like to keep it the same color. And then it looks like that. And now also for all the individual elements, this card over here, design, there's the sticky state. So when I scroll down, how should those colors look? Well, I'll take a look at that later in a few minutes. Let's go back. Okay, headers. This is the global header. So those settings are applied right now. I'm bringing it back to only the main row. So only the main row is sticky. I can also have an effect slide down. So when I scroll down, it slides down. Or fade. But I like to keep it really simple, always. I want my website to be effective. There's offset, really nice. It's not possible when you only have the main row sticky. So I should select the top and the main row. And then you see there's a big gap. That can be really nice if you only have the main row and you want to have a little bit of offset and then let this Elementor page or Gutenberg page start over here. So I'll show it later too. I'll bring it back. And I can enable this only on different devices. Are you still having fun? Are you still learning things? I hope so. If you do so, please like this video and feel free to subscribe for more upcoming tutorials. And now let's make our website, our header, transparent. Just make it disappear. I want to talk about the next thing, the transparent functionality. And this is really interesting. Now everything changes. That's okay, because we need to configure this. And the first thing I want to do, if I scroll down, I need to add display conditions. So I only want to apply this to the home page, not to all the other pages. So I click on add conditions. I want to include it not in the entire website, but only include this on the home page. So let me see if it's there. The front page. Save the conditions. So Right now, my background is transparent. That's why I don't see the menu. But if I go to a different page, it's white again and it's sticky. Both they are. So I said in the display conditions that this transparent header should only be visible on the homepage. So now I can go to Elementor. And if I cannot select this area because of this header, I can go to the navigator, container, even double click, call this a hero. But wait, 30. Come on, it's not an Elementor tutorial. If you want to learn more about Elementor, you can search for Elementor tutorial, and I hope I'll be the first. No, can I be honest? This guy is cheating. Look at this. Free Elementor training video, free Elementor instructional video, page builder course, page builder tutorials, all fake, all to rank better. And it's working, and I don't like it, and this is also fake. So I don't like it, but it is the way it is. But what you can do, you can search for 30 or Elementor tutorial, Elementor tutorial 30. And there it is. A year ago, 1.5 hours, and I show you all the steps. I will make a new one because Elementor is also getting newer, updating stuff. So what I wanted to do is select the hero. Then I go to advanced, and at margin, I say, you know what? I mean, uncheck this. Sorry, I'm doing it wrong. Padding, top, increase it. I want to make the give the background a gradient because then you can see the result better. So I go from a normal color to this color, and then over here I make it a little bit lighter. Yes, and I change the angle a bit. Perfect. Update. Let's take a look and then go back to the homepage by clicking on this. Okay. Now I want to go to the customizer. I want to make it look great with this background. So I want the color to be different. So I click over here and then it says transparent state logo. And that's what I love so much about this theme. It's also easy. So the logo, the transparent state, this is the transparent state as you see, because we have a transparent background. So I select the logo and it needs to be a white logo. So I search in my case for 30 corpus hook. And I grab the white logo, and it should be exactly the same size as this one. It's just better if the both logos have the same size. And then the sticky state logo again is the colored one. This one. Because if I scroll down, I want to show a normal logo. So right now it's white. So then I go to the menu. I go to design, and then default state is this color, great. But the transparent state, I want the text to be white. And when I hover over it, I want it to be pink. And when it's active, I also want it to be pink. But when I scroll down, it's the sticky state. I want to use the same colors as there are, but they're already getting those colors. So I don't need to adjust those. They're automatically getting the default colors. So I don't need to adjust something over there. And it looks a little bit weird, you know, this stuff. So what I can do with the dividers in a transparent state, I want to make them transparent. Also the second one, transparent state, transparent, transparent state, transparent. Otherwise it looks weird that there's no line over here. Or I can create a line over there. So if I go to the main row, design, top border. Sorry. This is the default state. Bring it back. Bring it all back to you. Ooh. Transparent state, white. So you can create something like that, but I still don't like it. Since I'm the boss of this website, I will not do it. I will not have it on my website. So now it's gone, but if I scroll down, it's back. So right now, this looks great in my opinion. Or maybe I do want to have a border at the top in a transparent state. Or half transparent. I don't know. Should I? Should I have this kiss forever? Do 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 do. Okay, I scroll down. Now I have that. So that's only on the homepage. But what I also see is that this is sticking with us. I don't want that, so I go to the customizer. Let me see if I'm still recording. Otherwise, I would be a little bit less happy. Are you happy? Are you enjoying this? If you are, please give this video a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe for more upcoming tutorials. The more subscribers I get, the more excited I get. So if you want me to become more excited, then create 5 new YouTube accounts and like my, no, that's also illegal. So I'm complaining about the other guy doing illegal stuff. So I should also not encourage you to do illegal stuff. So if you give me only 1 like with your current account, I'm happy. And you can subscribe for more upcoming tutorials. Having said that, let's continue. What was I doing? Headers, global header, and then I bring it back to only the main row. That will be sticky. So it changes and it sticks. Wow. So what about the mobile? Okay. I'm really happy that we take a look at this because right now the trigger design in a transparent state should be white and purple or pink if I hover over it. And I can also make it look like that or look like that. But I think this is better. I can also change the outline, all that stuff. I like to keep it simple. How about smartphone? Do I want to have a sticky header on the smartphone is the question. And if I don't want that, then I go back to the global header and enable this sticky on not over here. So now it's not sticky. I think that's the best for everybody. Wow. So far, so good. So what we have, nice main row. If I scroll down, this sticks with us and it changes the color. This nice area, it's transparent. And since we're doing nice things, what I also can do, go to the customizer, go to the header, go to the main row and design. And then at the transparent state, I can make it a little bit less transparent. So I can grab this color. Oh, wow. Yes. Oh, man. I feel like I'm a good designer, even though I'm not. I'm not a designer. I'm sorry. I do my best, but wow. This is what we have. And if I scroll down, it becomes like that. Whoa. And if I would do something crazy, for instance, put an image of myself in the background of this header by changing the top, then it looks like that. It goes through it. Yes. Oh. I'm just gonna pause the recording and then do this 100 times and be happy. Although that's really weird. Okay. So this is what you can do. And if you go to a different page, everything looks normal. Yes. Okay. So what else can we do with the header? Well, if you go to verdicorp.com/Blocksy and you hit enter, you'll be redirected to the page of creative themes. And we can click here on starter sites. And then I can hold command if I want to. I can click on all of them. But let me select a few. And as you see, you can create quite stunning headers. So this is a different header. You see the background goes through the header. And there's this one, same story. Nice logo at the left, menu at the center, and then this at the right. But look at this. This is something else. This is also what you can create using Blocksy. And I want to show you how, because I want this tutorial to be complete. You can also create something like this. Oh man, it's so amazing what you can do. So how can I do that with my current site? I go to the customizer. And then I want to get to the header, go to the header, remove all this stuff over here. And when I do that, my top row is gone. Then I can go over here to the main row, design, and the transparent state is black. Or just dark blue. No, pink. I can choose a color I want. Let's make it dark. Okay. What I can do, since I'm here at the main row, I can go back to general. I can change it from default to boxed. Okay. Interesting over here. So I can change the button. Okay, so far, so good. Okay. I can go back and to the headers, the global header, and then I scroll down and I can create some offset. So let's say 20 pixels. So now we have offset. So how about we make it 40? So now I have a floating header. Okay, how about 30? That's how old I feel. And sticks with us. So now we can create something like this, which is amazing in my opinion. So it has an offset, and then I can go to the customizer. I can make use of dividers. I can do whatever I want to do, what I'm teaching you in this tutorial. And it gives you more freedom to create the website with the header you have in mind. I hope you're as happy as I am with the results. Now let's take a look on how we can create custom headers for every single page or every category, because we can do that. And I want to show you right now how you can do that. Okay, let's go back to the customizer. Because what we have done for the homepage, we can do that for any individual page. So if I go to the header and I go to headers, here's the global header, but I can create a new header. So I click on create new header and I call this one web hosting. And I want to copy all the elements, all the settings of our global header, which we have created over here. So I copy them from this one and I create the new header. Now I click on it. Let me publish it first. I click on it. Now I can change things. So for instance, let me bring this one to the right, just to illustrate what happened. Okay. Then I click on add, edit conditions, add display conditions, and I close this one. And I want to add a new one that is searching for a page ID. There it goes, and I can select it. This can be a little bit weird if I type in web hosting. It's gone, web. So I can have only 3 letters, I think, web. Now everything's fine. If I type one more, okay. Oh, it works. So I need to be patient. That's the key. Wow. Thanks to this theme, I learned something. Wow. Get web hosting. Oh, no. Best web hosting. That is this page. I save the conditions and I publish it. So if I close this, I have a specific header, this one for the homepage. So if I go to a different page, resources, I have a normal header with normal colors, no transparency. But if I go to web hosting, look at this. This is my specific header for this specific page. And as you see, if I go to the home page, we see these social icons over here. And if I go to the web hosting page, you see them over here. And that shows me that these are the specific settings for this page. So you can create custom headers for any page in the website. And you can also say, if you go to the customizer, to the headers. And the great thing about working with this theme, the more you work with it, with everything, it's the same. The more you work with it, the more intuitive it becomes. So in the beginning, you can search a little bit like, hey, where is this, where is that? But the more you work with it, the easier it becomes. So web hosting, again, I need to click on it. I can say that it is not only for this specific page, but I can also say this is for a certain category. So you can give specific categories a specific header. And I can also say that this all is not sticky. Publish it. So I close it, go to the home page. That one is sticky. Then I go to web hosting, and that one is not sticky. Wow. So that's it about headers. Right now I have a submenu with a submenu, and I want to make a mega menu with that. And that's possible using Blocksy Pro. So let me show you how it is done. So we've been talking about the header and all its features a lot already, but every header has elements, and all those elements also have specialties. Well, there's a certain specialty called the advanced menu. So we're going to create an advanced menu in our header, and I will show you right now how to do that. So let's take a look at advanced menus, and there are two ways of creating an advanced menu. We can create an advanced menu that's kind of normal advanced, and we can make a next level advanced menu. And I will show you both options. So what I've created myself already is a tutorials menu item, and then 3 sub items, and then a lot of sub items. So those are sub items of the sub items. We can go to the menus, and then over here you see how it is organized. So here's the menu. We selected the main menu. You can also create a new menu if you're starting from scratch, and then you can add pages by selecting them here or here, posts, and then you can add them to the menu and they will arrive over here, and then you can drag them around. And you can also create sub items and sub items. So over here is a normal item. It's a page, tutorials. Then I have a category or a custom link that is a sub item of tutorials. And if I collapse this, let me see. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3 sub items, and then I have more sub items below each sub item. And that creates this overview like that. But if I would go to Blocksy, I don't save it, and I go to extensions, Pro extensions, and I scroll down and I turn on the advanced menu. Now we can configure it. So I click here and then go to the menu appearance menus. And now if I go to tutorial, so if I save this and I refresh the page, nothing happened. But if I go to tutorials and I open it by clicking on this arrow down, I can go to the menu item settings and I click on it, and now I can turn the mega menu on. And by default, it will do something really nice. If you save it here, you don't have to save it here again. So I can just be in this view and then see the changes. So if I refresh the page, Command R on the Mac or F5 on a PC, wow, we have an advanced menu. And now we can configure it. So I will show you step by step how to do that. First, the drop down width is the content width. So from here to here. You can change that. You can say make it full width. Before we continue, also the columns. I have 3 columns, 3 sub items. You can divide them like that, but I want to divide them equally. And now it looks like this. It's full width and 3 areas. 1, 2, 3. And those areas are still within the range or within the width of the website. So do you want to have this area or not? I don't want it, so I bring it back to content width. You can also have a custom width, but then it can become really messy. Let me show you. Wow. No, thank you. Content width. For me, that works. You can change the amount of columns. You can change how it is displayed. We can scroll down. Right now, when they talk about item label, they talk about the word tutorials. If I disable this, it is gone. It's gone. We can't find it. But you can disable it and then enable an icon, and then it is back. So tutorials has something to do with learning or scholar. So let's do this one. Now it is back, but it's back in the form of an icon. So you can change everything in the menu. So you only have icons. You can also have an icon with the text. And then if I scroll down, I can change the icon sex. Come on, 30. Yeah, how should I reply? Okay, sex. Whatever the mouth speaks of what the heart is full of, something like that. Okay. Batch, menu batch settings. Sorry for this disturbance. I can say all the tutorials are new. And now we have an icon, we have the title, and we have a batch. So you can make it as happy or as nice as you want it to be. And I like to keep it simple, as I said before, but I want to show you what is possible. So I turn this off. I don't want to use an icon. But what I want to do, I want to change the colors. So I go to design. The background, right now it's dark. I want to make it white. Save it, and step by step I want to show you the results. It will be white, just like the text. So how do we fix that? The link color will be this one. And when I hover over it, I want it to be white. In the background, when I hover over it, I want it to be pink. The heading color, this color, and that's okay for now. And now it starts to look better, in my opinion, like that. But this area, it's nothing, it's not a link. So I want to turn it off as a link. How can we do that? Well, let me take a look over here. We can have dividers. So before we're gonna talk about it, we also have column dividers, but right now we don't see that because of the colors. There are no colors. So let me choose color 6. And then you'll see a small divider. And I actually like that. Wow, man. Sometimes I have that moment like, wow, this is so crazy what you can do with this. I really like this theme. And it's also really lightweight. So we can drop a shadow. And we have item label setting. And we can have item label settings. We can change the color. And that means we can change the icon color. We don't have an icon anymore, but if we would have, we could change the colors over here. So I save the settings. I close this. And now I want to change this area because this looks like it's a tutorial or an item just like all the other ones. So I want to create a differentiation. Is that the right word? So I go to the sub item premium theme tutorials. I go to the settings and the content type is default. I can also have a custom text. Hey. And then it will be below. Like that. I don't need it, so I just say, you know what, first let me remove that and then bring it back. Otherwise there's a hidden code, hidden text. I don't want that. Item label settings. Well, I want this to be a heading, and then you start to see that it is something different, like that. That's what I like, and I don't want it to be clickable. So I don't want my mouse to change or my cursor to change to something that's clickable. So I label link. So the label link, I turn it off. I can have an icon. I can have batch settings, but I'm okay. Refresh. Only thing that happens is that the text stays dark because it's not a link anymore. So it's not a hover over a link. That's why the text stays dark, and I'm fine with that because also that gives a distinction for all the clickable areas over here. So I want to do the same with this one. Really quick heading, not linkable. Save it. Click outside of it. Heading, disable. Refresh. Okay. So now I can go to Astra Elementor. Then we go to one of the tutorials, which is really nice in my opinion. Those are all the same. So that's why they're all activated. So if I go to Gravity Forms, I definitely should make a new tutorial because my latest one is from 2017, my only one. And then over here, I see where I am in the tutorial, in the menu, sorry. So this is one of the advanced menus you can create. Keep in mind that you should not make too much items over here. Otherwise, people cannot see that anymore, especially when you have a smaller computer. Now I don't see this one, so be careful with that. And now let me show you the other way on how to create amazing submenus. And that's what I will show you over here at the courses. In the Blocksy Pro theme, you can make use of content blocks, also known as hooks. Those are snippets of page builders. So you create a small area with a page builder and you can implement that anywhere in your advanced header. And I will show you right now how you can do that. Okay, I go to the back end, Blocksy content blocks, and I can give this a title. What I can do, I can create a content block and we can make it with Gutenberg or with Elementor or with Divi, even with Divi. And then I can place that content hook or content block anywhere in the website and also in the menu. So let me show you how to do that. What I want to show you the most recent tutorials. So I say recent tutorials menu. Create the content block. And then we can create it using Gutenberg. That's not what I want. So I can say Command E, dashboard, Command dashboard. There it is. Then I go to Elementor settings and I turn on content blocks. And that means that we can create content blocks using Elementor. So I click on Edit with Elementor over here, and there can be an error. Yes, yes. An error is not really bad when you expect it. Now I can show you what to do. What we need to do, go back, then we go to Settings, Permalinks, and we save it one time and a second time. Now I go back to Blocksy Content Blocks, click over here, and I edit it with Elementor. And now it works. Great. So everything I create over here can be used over here. So let me show you. I want to go for posts. I want to show my most recent blog post. And Ultimate Add-ons, or just this one from Elementor, the free version, I think. And I think it's not. It's from Elementor Pro. But whatever you want to create, I just want to illustrate that you can put anything you create over here into the submenu or in the mega menu. I want to display this as a card. And I want to have 3 columns and show 3 recent tutorials. I want to show the image. And I want to use a little bit bigger image. And then I want to get rid of the excerpt, of the read more, of the batch, of the avatar. And this over here, date, comments. Okay, then I go to style, change the gap to 15. And I can align everything to the center. I can go to the content, the title typography, and give this a size. Otherwise, it decides by itself what kind of size it should be. That's not what I want. So since we're in the submenu, I want to give it uppercase, titles. And when I hover over it, let me see what can happen. Hover effect, a gradient, or none. Well, let me see. When I hover over it, yes. When I hover over it, I can make it blurry. But what I like to do, I like to make it a little bit more colorful. So you see a little bit of change. That's maybe too much. We can even change the color. No. So don't use big amounts. Okay, fine. update. So now we have a content block. So I say Command E and I go back to the dashboard. And now I go to Appearance, Menus. I scroll down. No, here at Courses, I can get rid of this one or not. Over here at Courses, I want to create a mega menu. So I click on Menu Item Settings, turn it on. I want to have one column, save the settings, click outside of this area, and then I go to this one. I want to, yeah, you know what, I will remove it. I want to create a custom one. Let me see, where it is. Custom links. Hashtag recent tutorials. I want to edit. Drag it over here. Then I go to the menu item settings, and this time the content type is a content block, and I select the recent tutorials menu. So if I save it, and since I adjusted things over here, I should save the menu. So this time I have to save it. As long as you save something of change something over here, you need to save it. So now I refresh it. I see this. Okay, when I hover over it, okay, it's okay, but not perfect. We're gonna make it better. So I want to get rid of this. So I click here, menu item settings, disable the heading. Also, don't make it a link. Refresh. Yes, okay. One more thing I want to do, and that is change the way it looks, because right now I don't see the whole image. So I go back to Blocksy Content Blocks, edit with Elementor. And then over here, I click, and then at the percentage image ratio, I make it look like this. Okay, maybe at the cards, let me see, image, content, it's okay. Save it, go to the website. Okay, it looks like that. And when I click on it, I go to that tutorial. Awesome. So that's also what you can do. You can create a blog, and if you can also combine it. So let me try it. I promise it does not look too good right now in this example, but I just want to show you everything. Blocksy content blocks. Maybe I can duplicate this one. Well, what I can do, it's a free lesson. I show you. No, I don't show you. Sorry. No free lessons today. New. Recent posts. List. Create the content block. Edit with Elementor. And then again, I go for posts, the same one. Okay, I want to show one column. And show cards. No, sorry. Full content. Sorry, classic. One column, 6 posts is okay. Image at the left, medium, large. And if you don't see text, bring it to the right and then to the left. No, right. Okay, right now at the right. Image size, I want to make it smaller, like 66. How about 76? Okay, then I want to get rid of the excerpt, read more, all this stuff over here. Okay, I go to the style, content, title, increase it a bit, and then to style, transform, uppercase. Then I bring the, you know what, it's really small. I like it to be the same as other parts. the same size. So Command E, home, page. This only is doable if you have the Elementor page builder. Then I go to tutorials. So I go to the menus. And then I want to add a new page or custom link. Hashtag recent tutorials. Okay, I drag this one over here. Below tutorials. Save it. Okay, then recent tutorials. Menu items. Grab the content block, and this time the tutorial list, recent post list. Disable the heading. No, I want to show it as a heading. Recent tutorials, not a link. Save it, just to make things sure. Save the menu. Let's take a look. Okay, now it looks like this. Tutorial. But we have 4 columns, so I need to fit it. So I need to go to the settings of tutorials, and then make it 4. But I'm afraid it's not a big success. Yeah, I'm not proud of this. So if you have 3 columns or 2, this can be a great way. But what I wanted to show you is how to add a WooCommerce custom blocks using Elementor or Gutenberg into your mega menu. And you can create anything over here. You can even, what I said over here, showed over here. At one area, make this a whole automatic thing with categories. And when you hover over the category, you see the most recent blog post. Really nice. But what seems to be the case when I make this a menu for a tablet, this is all I get. Well, that's not what I want. I want to have this. So unfortunately, we cannot use custom blocks in a mobile or a tablet menu. So what should happen now? Also here, you don't see it. What you see over here. How can we fix that? Well, I'll show you. So we're going to create a separated mobile menu. And in order to do that, we need to have an extra plugin. So I go to the back end, to plugins, add new, and I search for copy menu. And I'm searching for the one from ENQSIYS technology. Activate. Now I go to appearance menus. And I have my main menu over here and I click on duplicate. Now it's duplicated. It's also immediately selected. So main menu mobile will be the name. Save it. Now I can get rid of this one. And then I bring back my affiliate marketing course. Okay, and then here at I remove the recent tutorials. I'm stuttering a bit. It's my first recording of the day. Yesterday I was in the flow, so maybe that's the reason I need to get into the flow again. So I hope you don't mind. What I need to do now, I need to go to the website, to the customizer, because right now we need to select a new menu for our iPad or smartphone or tablet. So I go to the header. Then I click on this icon. And now I need to click over here and select main menu for the mobile. I publish it. And now, when I click, I see this. When I click here, I don't see that other area anymore. So I removed all the custom blocks and now our menu looks fine on a tablet and on a smartphone. So that's how you fix that. Okay, I'm done with talking about the header. I'm literally done. Like, oh man, we've talked about it so much. It's such a big portion of this tutorial. Let's talk about something else, something refreshing. I want to talk about two things. Let's tell the look and feel of our blog post. And then let's take a look at the sidebar and sidebar widgets within the Blocksy Pro theme. Next, let's take a look at the sidebar and widgets. If I go to one of my blog posts, this one, I see the title, some meta information, the video. This is all made with Elementor. And then when I scroll down, everything over here is designed by the theme. So how can we make this look better? And how can we add a sidebar? I will show you by going to the customizer. Then I go to sidebar. I scroll down, I go to the single post area, and I want to change the look and feel. I can make it wide, like that, or I can give it a right sidebar. I don't see any sidebar widgets yet because we don't have them over here. I'll create them, but what I see is that this is the same background as this area, and I want this to be an island. What do I mean by that? I want it to be boxed. So I click over here on boxed, and this is what I want. Do I want to have space over here? Yes. And what do I want to show over here? So I'm not only talking about the sidebar, I'm actually talking about the single post, how that looks. I can add a featured image, but I already have that over here, so I don't want that. I can have post tags. I don't have them, so I don't see them. I can have a share box, an author box, post navigation. Those things, I will see them probably below the blog post. So I already have sharing within Elementor, so I can turn it off if I want to. But let me show you what you can do with it. If you click on it, you can also configure it. Do I want to show that at the top or at the bottom? And what do I want to show over here? Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, maybe email. When I do that, it automatically will be added over here. You can change the icon size, you can change the visibility, and then we can go to design, or first show it like this. Let me go back, and then we can go to design and change the icon colors. So you can make them purple. When you hover over it, looks like that. We can have a border. And you can bring it back to what it was. So for every option over here you turn on, you get settings. So over here, the author box. Well, how many articles do I have? 165. But I don't see that much information about myself. I can open this in a new tab. I can show social icons, but I don't have them. If I want to have them, let me click on publish. Close this. And I go to edit my profile. And then I can have a website. Facebook. LinkedIn. Instagram. So if I save this, before I do that, I teach people how to make their own website, because they deserve that. I don't know, something like that. And I want to have an avatar. So let me change the email address. And that email address is linked with a Gravatar account. And then if I confirm that I get my own image, that will also be displayed over here. Let me see. Normally, if I would add that. So right now it looks like that. Also nice. And then I can change the look and feel of that. So let me customize it again. And then I go to the post type single post. I scroll down. And then there's the author box. I can change it, how it looks. I like that one more. Post count, I can turn it off. So as I said, you can configure every aspect, and normally you would see an image over here of myself. But then I need to confirm things. And I'm not in the mood of confirming things, you know. I confirm to myself that I'm okay, that I have the right to be on this earth. Yes. So I go back, await to single post. Post navigation, you can go to the previous post. And since it's the most recent one, I don't see the next one. I want to show related posts. Like that. And then there are comments. And if I go to related posts, I don't want the background. So let me see if I can make it look better. Container background, just make it white or like that. Okay, then over here, it looks like this. But I rather have the comments in the style of this area. How can I do that? First, let me turn off the related posts. Yes. Okay, let's go to the comments. Make it contained. And that's what I like. So let me bring back the related posts, see how that will work out. Maybe they are below now. Yes, they're below. So I'm happy with it that it is in the same style. So this whole area here is the sidebar, the right sidebar. So let's take a look at the sidebar. I see nothing yet. So let me publish it. Then I want to go over here to widgets, main sidebar. I got it. I want to add a block. Well, I can add a custom code. I want to add an affiliate link over here. So I have this code for a book, and then you see over here my affiliate link. So when people click on it and buy the book, I get a commission. So I paste this code and then it looks like that. Let me paste another code. The one from the away challenge. Custom. Paste it. So there should be a second one. Okay. Now I have two custom codes, and now I can configure this area a little bit so it looks a little bit more decent, because right now I don't like it. What I want to have a little bit of space around it. So I go from type 1 to type 2, and now I see that space. I can change the sidebar width in percentage, but I think 27 is perfect. I can change the gap. Let me change it to pixels. Then I can create a pixel perfect gap. Let's say 30. Then the container inner spacing, this area. Let me also make it 30. Or you know what? Let's make it 20. And then also this 20. Widgets vertical spacing over here. I can increase that. I think 40 is okay, but I want to separate the widgets. So every widget has its own space, and then I want to change this back to 20. So we have 20 pixels here, 20 pixels here, 20 pixels here, and 20 pixels here. I like that consistency. Okay, we can make the sidebar sticky. So if I turn this on, it becomes sticky, and I can change the offset, and guess what? How many pixels do you think I want? 21, no 20. And then sticks with us, but maybe I want to focus on the latest widgets. So let me go back and add a few more widgets. And by the way, if you want to have more widgets, we can go to backend, to Blocksy, extensions, And then we can add a few widgets over here, like contact info, custom ads, popular recent posts. Then we go to the Pro extension. It's okay for now. We're going to take a look at multiple sidebars later. So I go back to the website, to the customizer. Then I go to the complete WooCommerce tutorial. And I'm going to add a few new widgets. Main sidebar. Okay. Perfect. Click on the plus. I browse them all. So I can add all those blocks over here. I can also add new blocks using the Gutenberg builder, and then we can display them as widgets. So also the Blocksy theme has a few. So I can search for latest posts. Okay, it will appear over here. I don't see them because it's sticky. Over here, if I click, I can show more settings. Display the author name. Display featured image. But I cannot see it. So how can I fix that? I go back. I go back. I go back. And then I go to the sidebar. And I scroll down. And I decide that the latest 3 widgets or latest 2 widgets should be displayed. So I have the first one, the second one, and the third one. So this one will not stick with us. But if I scroll down, look at this. From this moment on, it will stick with us. And right now, only one, because this one is so big. So I can also say that only this should stick with us. So now we can configure it further. It's not a tutorial on how to create a widget like this, but more on how to deal with the settings. But let me show you widgets, main sidebar, more settings, featured image, a thumbnail. We can also do it like that. But let me do a thumbnail and then align it to the left. Add a link to the featured image. Well, I don't like the way it looks. So I decide to go. Let me see. Okay, let me go with a medium image. Like that. So then that will stick with us. So if I scroll up, it looks like that. And now only this one sticks with us. So you can decide what to show. I want to show only 3 blog posts. Okay, nice. Publish. And if you want to know more about widgets, there are tons of tutorials on YouTube on best WordPress widgets. And you can take a look at them. Top 12 plugins. Okay, also nice. So that's it for the single post, how to configure that, and then the sidebar. And now when people click over here, I get money when they buy something. And over here, when they click on this, they go to that particular tutorial or blog post. We can also create sidebars for specific pages or specific categories in our website. Let me show you how to do that. So how about different pages with different sidebars? That's also possible. If I go to the menus, you don't have to do this. And I search for the shop. I have a WooCommerce shop and I add it to the menu. Shop. Save the menu. I can go to appearance, widgets. I close this and then I go to the WooCommerce sidebar. And if I search for filter by price, I update it and I take a look at the website. Sorry, I think I'm going way too fast. When I get excited, I can do that. By the way, I removed the corpus hook stuff because it looked like the menu was not in the center. Now I have a little bit more space also to add the shop. So if I go to the shop page, I still don't see that sidebar. Why? Because we need to configure that in the customizer. So I go to the customizer, and when you see an overview with all the products, it means that it's a WooCommerce product archive page. So I scroll down and I can turn on the sidebar and I can bring it to the right or to the left. And now I see nothing. So let's take a look what happens. Okay, nothing yet. So let me update it. Refresh the page. And there it is. So if I go to a tutorial, I see this sidebar. When I go to the shop, I see this sidebar. If I would go to a WordPress theme, I don't see a sidebar. If I want to get that, this is still a product, I can go to the customizer. And then I can go to the WooCommerce single product page. And then here at general, I can decide that I want to have a right sidebar. So there it is. Okay. So what I can do now, look at this. I close this. And over here, I go to Blocksy extensions, Pro extensions. I can decide where I want to display a certain sidebar. So I can create a new one. If I activate, let me see, where is it? Multiple sidebars. I activate it. Great. Now I can go to appearance widgets. I can create a new one. I call this one WordPress themes, or I call this one products, but let me call this WordPress themes. Create a sidebar. Okay, really quick, let me show you something. Okay, legacy, recent posts with thumbnails. I don't configure it, I just want to show you how this works. Before I update it, I can click over here. Now I can add display conditions. So I can place this WordPress themes sidebar on the whole website or on the whole website. So let's say entire website, except for a certain page. So I can also exclude it. But I want to include it. Let me show you. I can include it for certain posts in certain categories. So if I go to the WooCommerce single product, save the settings. And now that means on every single product page, I see this. So if I go to the shop, to a different page, this will appear. If I would add something over here, a update, refresh, now you see this. So if I would go to a page, let's say a new page, I call this one test 5, publish, I want to view the page. It has no sidebar. So I can edit the page. And for the specific page, I can go to the Blocksy settings. Look at this. And now I can say that only for this particular page, I want to have a sidebar at the right. If I update it, that will be the case. But what I also can do, let me go back. I hold Command, so I open it in a new tab. Bring it over here. So here's the page, the result, and here is our customizer. Then I can go to the pages, and I can say that every page should have a right sidebar. Well, when you use Elementor, you see it's over there. And when you use Elementor, you can decide if you want to have a full width page. So if I would go to the home page, I don't see the sidebar. Why? Because there's a setting overruling the sidebar. So if I edit this page, it says the template is Elementor full width. And if you use full width, then you don't have a sidebar. So I always use full width because then you have more flexibility in creating a website as I want it to be created. So if I don't turn it on, then I have a sidebar. But now I can go back to the backend, to appearance, widgets. Then I call this one test 5, create a sidebar. There it is. I open it, click on the plus. I want to have an image. I will grab one from the media library, how to change the theme. Okay. Then over here at those settings, I can include a single page, but then it will be on every single page without a full width element or template. But I want to have a specific one. So I go to page ID and now test. There it is. Save it. So now this image will appear as a sidebar over here. So that's how you can assign specific sidebars to specific areas in your website. It can be that you have a lot of blog posts, and how will they be displayed on your website? Well, in my case, I have the tutorials page where I show my latest blog post, and let's configure them with Blocksy Pro. And by default, it looks like this. I don't like it. The words are not complete. I'm cut off like that. So let me show you how we can configure this. I go to the customizer. Then I go to the post types, blog posts. Okay, first I can have a blog title. So it will appear over here. And then there are two versions. If I click over here, I can choose type 2. I can show title and excerpt. I can show breadcrumbs. Turn this off. I can change the alignment. Horizontal, vertical. Change the container width. And I can use a featured image. Then I should have a featured image on the tutorials page, or have a custom image. And I can select it over here. Or I can have nothing. I can change the height. So let's say 200. And then here at design, I can change the container background. So if I want to make it dark, I can make the title white. Also this area white. White, and when I hover over it, it can be pink. Great. And if I don't want it, really simple, I turn it off over here. So if you take a look at the block structure, I see there are 5 ways. I can have simple block structure, but before we continue, first I want to make sure this looks great. So I go to the card options and then the featured image, arrow down, and I change it to 16:9. Here it looks great, or almost great, but if I make it like this, I see it's perfect. So make sure that you check that. And then I want to have a hover effect, zoom in. Like that. Beautiful. One more thing, boundless image. I like to turn it off so it looks like that. Okay, since I've done that, I can go back and show you the different ways. This is a simple way to display it on my blog posts. Then there's the classic way, really big. I can show a grid, enhanced grid. So here I see 2 columns and then here I see 3. I like that display. And I can have the Gutenberg version. And that means that I can create this using Gutenberg. So I can edit the tutorial page in Gutenberg and display it the way I want it. Well, I prefer enhanced grid. How many posts do I want to display? 10. And then there are the card options. They're simple, like that. Then there is boxed, which I prefer, and then there's cover, but I don't want to go that route. You can, if you only have images without text, it can be a nice way. You need to design the colors so it looks clear. I use boxed, and then on top I want to have the featured image. So I drag this to the top. Below that I want to have the title. I don't want to have an excerpt. If you want to have an excerpt, let me show you real quick. You can click over here. Edit the post, go to this icon, and then here at excerpt, learn how to create a web shop using WordPress and WooCommerce. Update, go to the website, tutorials, and then you see it over here. So I go to the customizer again, to blog posts. And we are here at the card options. So featured image, title. I don't want to show the post meta over here. I turn it off by clicking here. I don't want to show the excerpt. So I turn that off. And then here at post meta, I can turn on taxonomies. And then over here, I will have the categories, tutorials, and the amount of comments. Okay. The cards gap between the cards. If I decrease it, it becomes smaller. Then the inner spacing, also 20. Content alignment, I can bring it all to the center, horizontal, also vertical. I like it like this. And then I can go to the design and change the font color and all those things over here. And I have not told you yet, but if I go back, I can also have a sidebar. I can have pagination over here. And both of those things, I can customize it, adjust it. And the cards review effect. So when you open this page, look at this. This will happen. I think it looks beautiful this way. And again, you see how easy it is to configure this. Publish. Close it. And you see how it is displayed. I think it is beautiful and the lowest one will stick with us. If you sell products on your website, Blocksy Pro will help you to increase your net revenue. In other words, it will help you to generate more sales. Let me show you what you can do with Blocksy Pro and WooCommerce Extra. So if we take a look at our shop right now, it looks like this. We have our sidebar. And this is how it looks. I can click on more details. And then I go to the link. I have a lot of affiliate products over here. So I click over here. And now I see the product with the sidebar. And this is how it looks. If I scroll down, nothing changes. So we're gonna make it look better, make it convert better. In order to do that, we go to the back end, to Blocksy extensions, Pro extensions, and then I scroll down. And here at the left side, I can activate WooCommerce Extra. And it will add features such as product quick view, wishlist functionality, floating add to cart button, customize a single product, gallery slider, and the layout. Wow, that sounds nice. Let me show you how it looks. I go to the shop, I customize the page. And there are also a lot of things you can customize using the free version. If you want to learn how to do that, you can go to YouTube, search for WooCommerce tutorial, and go to this one. 6 days ago, the best WooCommerce tutorial on the internet, in my opinion. And then you can go to the settings over here. Let me see. Okay, somewhere. Yeah, make your webshop look better. Okay, thank you, Ferdy. So I can click here, go back, remove it. What I want to do, I scroll down and I go to WooCommerce product archives and I can change a few things. And that's what I want to do. I want to get rid of the sidebar. So I uncheck it and that's how easy it is. I want to work with 3 products over here in a row. So I bring this back. I want to change the look and feel to type 2. And then I want to remove more details. Add cart options. Add to cart. Turn it off. But what it says here below, it's visible since we activated the extra WooCommerce Extra extension. We can make a quick view button. So when people click on the image, for instance, image click, it will look like this. Instead of going to the page, they see a pop-up with this information. So they can click on more details and then they go to the affiliate product, because my website freddykorpshoek.com only has affiliate products. So I go back to the customizer and then I go back to product archives, cart options, and I can also turn it off or make sure it only will be triggered when people click on the button or on the cart, the whole cart. So that's up to you. I turn it off, but I just want to show you that it is there. Then I want to go to a single product. So I click on the Avada theme. Then I go to the single product. And if I scroll down, I see this area over here. How come? Well, that's already by default one of the settings of WooCommerce Extra. So I go back and then I go to WooCommerce single product. I scroll down. And then here it says floating cart. At the bottom or at the top, where should it be visible? So if I would turn it off and I scroll down, it will not appear. If I turn it on, it will. So I think this is better. So everywhere on the website where you are, there is a button or over here or over here. And since we're here, I scroll up. I can change the look of view. If I don't want to have a sidebar, I just say narrow width. And then I scroll down and I can change the product gallery. Well, I only have one image, so I cannot show you how it looks, but I can also create something like this. Here the image, and then below the information, or 4 images, but I only have one image, or 3 images next to each other. But I prefer the type 1, but hey, there are more options when you have the WooCommerce extra extension. Then people can have a share box. So right now people cannot share it, but if you go to the share box and I turn it on, it will appear over here and I can turn everything on that I want to have. So Telegram, WhatsApp, email, and they will all appear over here. Now one more thing, well, there's so much more, but one of the extras, if I go back to WooCommerce General, I can add a product wish list. That means if I turn this on every single product page, I don't see it, so let me publish it. And then close it. I go to Avada and I can add it to the wish list. And if you want to, you can add a wish list area over here, and then people see all the things they have in their wish list. Things they cannot buy yet or don't want to buy yet, but they want it on their wish list so they can fantasize about it. So that's a nice option. If you don't like it, turn it off. And that's what you can do with WooCommerce. And as I said, I have a complete tutorial about it on how to configure everything. But in this tutorial, I focus on all the special things you can do using Blocksy Pro. It is time to take a look at the footer of our website. It works a little bit the same as the header, so it will look a little bit familiar. And now let's get right to it. Okay, let's take a look at the footer. Over here, it's not that much, but we're gonna make it look beautiful, and I'll show you all the specialties about Blocksy Pro when it comes to the footer. So I click on the customizer, then I click on footer, and magically, automatically, I was hoping this would go down, but I need to do it myself. Okay, you want to play it like this. So since this is a Blocksy Pro tutorial, I will not focus on creating a widget area from scratch. If you want to learn how to do that, go to YouTube, search for how to make a website 30 and search the most recent one. Wow, this one. I said wow because it should be up here, but it's not. Over here, and there you can learn how to create an amazing footer using the Blocksy theme. So I drag widget area 1 over here, and again we have a lot of areas over here. So let me just release it. Then I see the results over here. I can have a widget area 2 over here. And if you want to have multiple or more widget areas, you can do that. First, let me drag one more. You don't only have the option to add widget areas, but you also have extra options because we use Blocksy Pro, and one of them is contacts. So I drag it over there. Great. If I click on the middle row, I can change the look and feel. Create something like that or that. I want it to be evenly divided. I also can create 4 columns. And then you see a new area over here. And we can do the same thing as with the header. There are multiple areas over here. And if you do not place anything, it will be empty. It will not be there. So over here, middle row, I want to have 3. Then here at the bottom, I want to have 2 columns. And let me show you how we can make it look better. So I go back. And since we use Blocksy Pro, we have the possibility to have socials. I want to have them over here. So I drag them there. Let me configure them. I click on socials, and sometimes it's hard to click. I don't know why. I want to share or show my Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram, of course, YouTube, and people can send me an email. Okay. Then I want to align it to the right and to the center horizontally. And then we walk through all the options. I want to open them in a new tab. So when people click on it, no follow, no, I turn it off. The icon size, it can be a bit bigger. The icon spacing can be a bit bigger. And over here, I can use the custom colors like we do now, all the same color, or the official ones. Really nice, but I prefer the custom ones. Then I want to have an icon shape layer rounded with an outline. There it is. Nice. Then I want to go to the copyright area and I want to align it vertically to the left and horizontally to the center. And then I can go over here to the bottom row. I can give it a different color. Like that. Let me publish it. Now, let me show you a little bit more. If I go back, I can go to the tab Footers. If I click on the global footer, because we only have one footer right now, I can enable a review effect. That means it will appear out of nothing. Wow. Turn it off. I want to change the background to a dark one. And now everything changes. So also this area, the bottom row, I want to give it a certain color, which is black, even darker. So then I need to go to this area again, design. The title font can be white. And it can also be capitals if I want to. The text, also white. The links, purple or just pink or white. Like that. The row background, I don't need another background, so I leave it. I can have a divider, bottom divider. Okay, maybe bottom divider. No, thank you. I can also have a column divider. Maybe I can make it a little bit lighter. Really small one. Okay. Then here everything looks great. Here everything looks great. Here it doesn't look great. So I can hover over here, click on it. And now I can add more stuff, working hours. But first let me go to design. Change the font color to white. Phone numbers to white. Icon colors to white. Border colors are okay. Okay, and then I can add more stuff, a website. Then I can go to widget area 2. Go to design. Play around with the link decoration. Underline, none. I can change the colors. I can change the margin. Also over here, I can click. Show more settings, but there are no more settings. Okay. Then over here, design, make the color white. And the link is okay. And then here, design, icon color white. Border color white, or maybe a little bit less intense. When people hover over it, it becomes purple or pink. The style of our theme. So this is what we have created. Let me take a look. Scroll down. Okay, this is how it looks. Okay, let me check that. Customize. I scroll down, click on those 3 dots, go to design, make this pink, and this one Perfect. Okay, what I can do now, I can go back and then there's footers. Let me publish it. I have a global footer, so this footer will appear on every page in the website. But I can also create a new footer for a specific area in the website. So I click on create new. I call this one shop footer. I want to copy all the elements and styles from the global footer. So I click on create new footer. And now I have the exact same footer over here. So I click on it twice. And now I can change this background, for instance, just to show you the difference. And then I can add a condition, for instance, when people are logged in, then they should see this, or when they're logged out. So I can play around with that. I can also add display conditions, and I say that it should be included on every single shop page. So the shop home, a new one. Shop single product, a new one. Archive, category, and tags. Save the settings, publish it. So what will happen when I go to the home page? I have a dark gray footer area. When I go to web hosting, I have a dark gray background area. When I go to the shop, it's blue. When I go to a product page, it is blue. So that's how you can create custom footers for every specific page in your website. Let's talk about fonts. There are a few ways on how to use fonts in your website. And the first way is to download Google Fonts to your website, so your website will load faster. We will also talk about Adobe TypeKit and about uploading your own fonts right now. No, not right now. First, we'll talk about the Google Fonts, then about uploading your own font, and then about Adobe TypeKit. That's the right order. Okay, let's get started. Yay! In order to make our website load faster when you use Google Fonts, we go to the backend, to Blocksy, Extensions, Pro, and then we search for local Google Fonts. Serve your chosen Google Fonts from your own server. This will increase the loading speed. Decrease the loading speed. I don't know. It will make your loading speed shorter. Activate it. Add Google Fonts and add all the Google Fonts you use. I use Open Sans. So I click on the plus and I use Nunito. And I use Railway. Click on the plus. I check this and I sync with Google Fonts. Great. And that's it. We can also upload custom fonts to our website with Blocksy Pro. And in order to do that, we go to the backend. Then we go to Blocksy, Extensions, Pro Extensions, Custom Fonts. I activate it. Then I want to go to the settings. And here I can upload a simple font or a variable font. A variable font is a font with a normal text and an italic text. So if you have both versions, you can use this one. And this one is simple. We can have the regular font, bold, medium, all that stuff. And then you can upload them one by one. So I choose, I call this one 30 font. I choose a regular one. In my case, it's WPOFF2. I select it. And if I would have a bold version, I can add it over here, the variation, and upload only the WPOFF2 file or TTF. That's the best one. So I save the custom font. I close this. I go to the website. I edit the page with Elementor. I know this is H1. So I click over here, style, typography. Now I can scroll down. And over here I see my local Google fonts, which we just uploaded or synced. And now with my custom fonts, it's this one. Wow, I can make it bigger now. It's a really ugly font, hey, but who cares? It's working. So, wow. So that's how you can upload your own fonts using Blocksy Pro. If I don't like this, Command E, home page. then don't save it. And everything will be fine. Another way on how to use fonts on your web design project is using Adobe TypeKit. So let me show you how that works. I edit this page with Elementor. I click over here, go to the style, typography, and I want to search for gout, nothing. Okay, keep that in mind. I exit to the dashboard. I go to the dashboard by clicking here. Then I go to Blocksy, Extensions, Pro Extensions, and the first one is Adobe Fonts. I activate it, and of course you need to have an Adobe subscription for that. I click on Add and Edit Fonts, and then I can click here to find my ID. Well, I have an ID over here. I have one project for a client, and it includes Gautriaux. So I paste the project ID, I fetch the fonts, and there it is. I go to the home page. I edit the page with Elementor. By the way, this was the last font that did not work in the beginning. But this is how it looks. Wow. I search for Gout, and there it is, Adobe TypeKit. And now we can use it like that. And of course, there are so many more typekits that you can choose for your project. So a whole new world of fonts will open up to you when you use Adobe TypeKit. And with Blocksy Pro, you can put them on your website. How great is that? I think it's pretty great. Are you still here? If so, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you'll learn a ton of stuff. And what I want to do now, I want to take a look at Codesnippets. Okay, we can add code snippets to our website. Why is that handy? Well, you can add Google Analytics codes, of course. You can add Google tags. You can add Facebook tags on specific pages. So let me show you how you can use this. I go to the backend, to Blocksy, Extensions, Pro Extensions, and then I search for custom code snippets. And when you found it, you click on Activate. Now I can go to the website, to the customizer. I scroll down, and here I see custom code snippets. So I can add them, when I add them over here, I add them for the complete website. So maybe I want to have a script that is needed for every website. For instance, a Facebook tag when you do advertisements, or a Facebook pixel. So you can place it in the header, after the body, or in the footer script. Well, the Facebook pixel should be over here. But what I also can do, I can place specific scripts on a specific place in the website. So if I would sell a course and I will advertise for it, and then there can be a page that people will visit when they just bought my course. So let's say that is the resources page. So when people buy my course, they enter this page. Then I want to let Google Ads know that there's a conversion. So I need to have a conversion tag. So I have it over here, this tag, and I will make a tutorial about the subject because it's really interesting. And I need to copy this tag to this page, because then Google will get a trigger. Hey, there is made a new conversion. And when they know that, they know how much return on investment I have from my advertisements. So that's really handy. And that's why I like this code snippet extension in Blocksy Pro. And I click on edit this page. Then I go to the Blocksy logo. And then I see the structure, a lot of options I have. But I want to go to custom code snippets. And for this specific page, I want to add the header script, which is a tag. And when that gets triggered, when somebody visits this page that came through my advertisement, it will be triggered. So that's a great way to use custom code snippets. And I will make a new tutorial about that subject. We have already talked about content blocks in the header, in this case, in the menu, also known as hooks. Content blocks and hooks are the same thing. Now I want to show you how you can work with hooks, content blocks within your website or within your WooCommerce website, both places. Let's do that right now. Okay, let's take a look at hooks. We can place hooks on a lot of places in the website. What is a hook? It's actually a content block, what we have used before over here. We can place something we've created with Gutenberg or with Elementor on any place in the website. So I have my homepage over here and I have a lot of hook areas. If I hover over here to hooks, I can show the theme hooks locations. So I click here. Maybe it looks a little bit overwhelming, but what it means on all those places above the header, below the header, I can place hooks. Place hooks over here. But maybe you think, yeah, but you can also just place things over here instead of using hooks. But with hooks, you can add more configurations, like it will be displayed for a certain amount of time or on a certain page. So it gives you a lot of flexibility to showcase things on a certain place in the website, on a certain time, in a certain situation. You can also say things should only be displayed when they are logged in or logged out. So to give you an example, I can have a big banner over here saying, hey, there is discount for your first sale. And then I can decide with the hooks that it will only be visible to people that are not logged in. So only to people that have never bought something on my website. So if people are logged in and they go to my website, they don't see it. But when they are not logged in, then they see there's a discount. That's a great way to get a new customer. So there are a few ways we can create hooks. Right now I see all those places. And by the way, if I go to the shop, to a shop product page, I can also see the WooCommerce hooks. So I can place information over here, over here, over here, over here, etc. And one of the ways to create something that will be displayed on a place in the website is just by clicking here. So if I click here, there's hook Blocksy Head Start. I will call this one discount new customers. Okay, let me update it. And before I edit it with Elementor, I want to take a look at the location and priority. The location is WP Head Start. And then there's location 50. That means that if I would have multiple hooks over here on this specific page, which one should be shown first? Well, I don't expect to have 15 hooks on that place, so I call this one number 1. If I would create a new one and I call that one number 2, then this one will be shown first, and after that, the other one. So that's nice. I can also add a new location, so I can show it on multiple locations. So let's see if I can place it in the footer. You can also search footer, WP footer, okay. And then it will also be number 1. And then display conditions. If I don't turn this on, nothing will be displayed. So I tell it should be shown on the entire website. And what I also can say, it is include for all the users that are logged out. Then it will be shown. Well, right now I don't want to use that because maybe then I don't see it anymore. But all those, but this gives you a lot of flexibility. What I also can say is for a certain amount of time. So it's from today till the 9th. So only a week. I can also make it fixed. So it will be with us on the whole website. And where should it be displayed? On all devices. Yes. So I update it. And I added this with Elementor. And since this is not an Elementor tutorial, let me fast forward how I do this. Update. So I can click here and then I see the individual area. I think there can be more space over here. And then one more thing, I wanted to have an animation. So I go to motion effects, fade in or fade in down. Okay. So when I go to the homepage, it should appear over here. Yes, Black Friday discount 50% off. On every page, on the whole website, resources also. So if I go back to the hook, I can also create an exclusion. And I search for resources. Or maybe I should search for a single page ID. Page ID. Resources. And again, there's a bug. So I update it. So on the homepage, it should be displayed. On web hosting also, but on resources, not. And there it's not. So That's how it works. I also had a different area on the website where it should be displayed. So let me see in the footer over here, totally at the bottom of the website. Why? Because we said so over here, the WP footer. So what else can I do? I can go to the shop page, to Avada, hooks locations, show WooCommerce hooks. And then I see this one. Product single tap before. Okay. So I click on add, select the location, scroll down to WooCommerce, single product, WooCommerce product, before single product tabs. Update, and now it should be displayed over here. So let me refresh the page. There it is. And I can also place it over here. I can place it on any place in the website where I can see those hooks, and I can configure them saying when they should be appearing, when not, when people are logged in, logged out. So that's a great way to use hooks in your website. And what I will do, I will remove them and not display them. So I leave this and I bring it to the trash. But now you know how it works. When you make a website for your client, it can be that you don't want to show what theme you are using or which theme. So that's why we use white labeling in Blocksy Pro. Let me show you how to work with that. When you are making a website for your client and your client goes to the back end, assuming he's an administrator and he sees a Blocksy theme, he can go to the website of the Blocksy theme, see the pricing, and then can thinks about like, hey, he charged me $100 for the theme. Well, it's only $49 over here. How does it work? So what you can do, you can make use of white labeling. So people cannot see that this is made with the Blocksy theme. If we go to appearance themes, we see it's the Blocksy theme. So we can use white labeling. How can we do that? We can go to Blocksy extensions, Pro extensions, scroll down, activate white labeling, and then we can configure it over here. So the agency details, I can say Verticorp agency, and my URL could be hbsfkagency.com, and the contact form could be /contact. And the theme details, that's what you will see over here, FK agency. And there doesn't need to be a theme description, in my opinion. Well, it can be the best WordPress theme optimized for all clients. I don't know. A theme screenshot. I choose a file and I adjusted one from Blocksy and just change the name in Photoshop. Open, select it, and then there can be a theme icon that will be appearing over here. So I search for a fave icon. It can be, fave icon. It can be a PNG file. And there's an optional Gutenberg option panel, but I don't need it. Then there's the plugin, because we use the companion plugin, and I call this one FK Agency Pro. And I don't need to have plugin thumbnail. So it's fine. Save settings, but before we do, advanced, I want to turn off and hide a few things. The account menu, so where they can see my information, I want to hide it. I want to hide everything. They don't need to see the changelog. They don't need to see the support, because they can go to me for support, because maybe I charge them $25 per month for support. So I turn it all off, and I also turned off white labeling. So it's gone over here. So this is what your client will see. FK Agency. So they check the theme. It's called FK Agency with 30 over here. You see nothing related to Blocksy anymore. We can turn on those options. We can go to the extensions. See the free extensions, pro extensions. And that's it. So now all white labeling stuff is gone. How can I bring it back? If I want to turn this off, how can I do that? In order to do that, you need to go to /KJWPRTY7 or 87. Okay, no, just kidding. What you need to do, hold Shift and click on the title. Go to the Pro extensions, and there it is. If I would go to the FK agency and I go to extensions, Pro, I see it because I clicked on it. But if I would hide it, save it. Now Pro extensions is gone. So only 9 Pro extensions. If I hold Shift, click, then it's back. So that's how you can bring it all back to you. Don't stop, never give up. La 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 la. That was a free part of this tutorial. The rest is also free. The next feature is amazing in my opinion. It's the shortcut bar. It is a bar in your website. You can decide if you want it to be on your screen, on your tablet, or on your smartphone. And then visitors can click on that link, one of those links in the shortcut bar, wherever they are in the website. Maybe you're like, what? Okay, that's good because right now I will show you how to achieve what you can achieve with the shortcut bar. So let's take a look at this amazing feature by going to the back end, to FK Agency this time, Extensions, Pro Extensions, and then I scroll down and I search for the shortcuts bar. I activate it. And then when I click on configure, I will go to the customizer. And now I see this area on my website. And when I scroll down, it sticks with us. I can change the style to type 2. I like it. And now we can add shortcuts. So we already have home and phone. We can change the icon. So if I search for home, maybe I like this one. I can change the visibility. Should it be shown on a screen or not? Well, I turn them on, all 3. With the phone, you can add your own phone number. So this one can be changed. Phone. And I can add another one, email or card. I can change the order. Over here, I can change the icon again. So card. I like this one. So I have 3 links over here. And where do I want this to be visible? I can say I don't want it to be visible on a big screen, but I want it to be visible on the tablet and on the phone. How should the labeling be? Well, should it be at the left, at the right, or at the bottom? The icon size, I can change it. The container height, I can decrease the container max width. And then there's the scroll interaction. That means right now it's visible all the time. If I hide it, it means that when I scroll down, I don't see it. But when I scroll up, I will see it. Well, I like it to be visible always. Again, also here, turn this off. And then I can also say it should only be visible on a certain page. So right now it's excluded on the cart, on the checkout, because on the cart page, people need to go to the cart because they're already there. So that's a great exclusion. And I click on publish. And what does it mean? If I close it, it will not be visible on the screen. But if I make the screen smaller, there it is. And then I can go to the cart. My cart is empty. If I make it smaller for the phone, it sticks with us. The display, it's really nicely displayed. And if I want to change the colors, I can go to the customizer again, scroll down to the shortcuts bar, design, and then I can change the colors, the font, everything over here. I think this is a great addition to your website. The next part of this tutorial is actually also available in the free version, so you don't need Blocksy Pro, but in the future, there will also be special starter templates for Blocksy Pro. I'm talking about starter templates. Those are templates, complete websites that you can import in your website with a few clicks. Even if your website is completely blank, you can import a complete website and it will look amazing. It will be optimized for all devices. Right now, all the themes or templates, starter templates, are available for everybody, also when you use the free version. But there will be even better templates with Blocksy Pro in the future. So let me show you how to import those into your website. So in order to install a pre-made starter template, I go to the backend to Blocksy, and then here I see starter sites. And there they are. I can preview them. So this is what I can import. Then I can adjust the information, and if one of my clients want to have a barbershop website, I can import this one, adjust the information, style, and I'm good to go. So I can see how they are made. Those are made with Gutenberg. Some are made with Elementor. Most of them are made with Gutenberg. Breezy. So if I want to import this one with Elementor, I click on import. I can use a child theme. I choose Elementor. Click on next, install, and then sit back and relax. There it is. I can view the site. And there it is. That's how easy it is. If I want to edit this, let me go to the backend first. Sometimes it's good to go to settings, permalinks, and save them twice before you add anything or adjust anything. Okay, so let me see. I can go to a different page. Okay. I want to edit this with Elementor. Okay. It says I don't have a default SciKit. I click on recreate the kit. And I recreate everything I can. Save the changes. Go back to the website. And edit it with Elementor. And now I can really ugly crafted modern furniture. If you want to learn more about Elementor, you can go to YouTube, search for Elementor tutorial 30. And there it is, a year old, but still really relevant. And I will make a new one when let me see, the intersection will be replaced with the container, because then the way we make websites will be different. So I need to have a little bit more patience, but that's how you can import starter templates. Wow, you made it this far. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you learned a ton of stuff. Good luck with your website. I think you have made a beautiful choice buying the Blocksy Pro theme. Unless you watch this whole tutorial and now you're gonna buy it. If you do so and you use my affiliate link, thank you. And feel free to like this video and subscribe for more upcoming tutorials. That would help me out a lot. And maybe it would also help you out a lot, because then you can see my newest tutorials. I also do my best, always do my best to make them better and better, and try to be a little bit funny sometimes. It's sometimes a little bit hard in English because I'm Dutch from the Netherlands. Woo! And have a great day. Good luck with your websites, and bye-bye.